On the Seattle Seahawks. The final 2-week stretch of the 2023 regular season, and we are underway week 17 here on this New Year's Eve.
Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. You look at this Steeler defense.
This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 9.
Now Smith. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. They'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
This was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now Geno on 1st down. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Walker is going backwards here. They come in and drop him all the way back at the 4-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Walker once more.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Kenneth Walker with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
At their own 23. Harris starts the drive on the ground. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and tackle and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. You talk about this Seahawk defense against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
You know, when actors get ready for a scene, they often ask the question, what's my motivation? But what's the motivation of this group? What's their mindset? What's the problem that they have? Will they create an identity that allows them to get better?
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start a first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. You got to shake that off and get going.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw, Pickett. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3 and out, which they were about to do, they pick it off and take it in for the score.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't just settle for the standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion. Take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on defense again after that play.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shouldering the ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Harris going to get it again on second down. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Third and 8. On the draw, it's Harris. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. The Steelers send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Fielded at the 33. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Back to throw, Smith. throw here's incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I think Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And that is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to punt this one away. The back deep for the Steelers is Calvin Austin. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spotted it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Pickett will look to throw it here. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety.
All right, partner, juice is wild on this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack. That let the defense create a little chaos up front and set up one of their guys to make a play and get through and record the sack.
With it is Brown. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They got to get going.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Smith going to move them around. Throwing now is Geno. This is Fant on the short completion. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now Geno. Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down.
A big loss on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Check 58.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Smith. And it's throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Middle. Hey, trio left.
On third down, here's Walker. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up fourth down. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Here's Austin. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Remember, they had the safety go against them the last time they had it. Fortunately, their defense just forced the punt, so they'll try again as they start 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, there's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On second down, this is Harris. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Loose inside the 30. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
After the interception, here's Smith. His throw incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
On second down, it's Walker. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
53. Tuesday.
Geno now to throw. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that pushes the lead up to 23. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And Najee going to have a Steelers first down as he'll get this up past the 40. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
Harris running straight ahead. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Pickett to throw on first down. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 10 more there and another first down.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Pickett. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here at their own 23.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Lockett, the man in motion. On 1st and 10, Smith. Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30-yard line.
This time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Back to Walker on first down. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
He'll let it fly for Austin. And this will be caught at the 30. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. And even 50 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Pickett. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A very solid gain of 27. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Harris is into the end zone for a Steeler touchdown.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And that makes it 23-7.
Makes the score Seahawks 23, Steelers 7. Chris Boswell to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive, so you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Hey, alert! Slow ball. Line.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Here's Smith. He lets it fly for Lockett. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done. It's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Myers connects on the PAT. And that pushes the lead up to 23. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Pickett. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Pickens going in motion left. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Steelers first down by a good couple of yards as they end up getting 6 there on 4th and 4.
Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
1st and 10, here's Pickett.
Completes it to Austin. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
And you start to think if it's going to happen for these guys, it's got to start with this drive. Down 3 scores, they need to start making some inroads. And that'll help the cause there as they pick up good yardage and a first down.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Seahawks 47-yard line.
Looking to throw, Pickett.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing to trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Trying with Pickett here on 3rd down.
He gets it complete to Harris. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
They are going for it. Here's Pickett.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
On 1st down, Smith. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Sunday here, Sunday.
Smith and Jigba in motion right. Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw off play action.
Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
49, flip it off, 49.
Now Smith. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and angled for him and shot for him. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Here's one deep for Pickens. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one's going to fall incomplete.
But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Pickett now from near his own goal line. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this out past the 25. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Now a give, running left is Harris. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Back to throw, Pickett. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
In motion comes the tight end left. 3rd and long for Pickett. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Tariq Woolen picks it. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Pickett will look to throw it here. Over the middle, complete. That's Johnson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to rest.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 42. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you've probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Dialing up another pass here. Pickett finding Harris on back-to-back plays. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. That's swung out wide to Harris. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Pickett back to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. 59 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
That's good for a Seattle Seahawks. 1st and 10.
Walker with another carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Steelers' 37-yard line.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. Powering his way forward. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, Keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. On the give, here's Charbonnet. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Yeah, they would have been happy with the first down, but this is even better. Once he's past the marker, it's cream cheese from there. And he bumps it to the outside, and it's just going to run away from defenders on his way toward the pylon.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fighting his way through contact. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Pickett, 4th down, desperation time. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.